Warwick Tolemash was not your typical wealthy businessman. With a taste for adventure and a restless spirit, he had a knack for seeking out thrilling experiences around the globe. From the towering peaks of the Himalayas to the remote islands of the Pacific, Warwick had explored them all. However, it was his last journey that would forever haunt the minds of those who knew him. On that fateful evening, the luxurious cruise ship glided through the crystal-clear waters of the Caribbean Sea. Warwick stood on the deck, his gaze fixed on the horizon as the warm tropical breeze brushed against his face. A glass of whiskey in his hand, he relished in the tranquility of the moment. Little did he know that his life was about to take an unexpected turn. In a twist of fate, Warwick lost his footing and plummeted overboard, disappearing into the depths of the ocean. The crew sprang into action, launching an immediate search and rescue mission. But to their bewilderment, there was no trace of Warwick. How could a man vanish into thin air on a ship surrounded by hundreds of people? Speculations ran rampant, as the ship's security cameras revealed nothing out of the ordinary. The circumstances surrounding Warwick's fall remained shrouded in mystery. Rumors began to circulate among the crew and passengers, each whisper carrying tales of foul play and hidden motives. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, yet Warwick remained missing. His family and friends were devastated, desperate for answers. They delved into Warwick's life, uncovering a web of secrets and shady business dealings that painted a picture of danger and intrigue. It was discovered that Warwick had dabbled in illicit transactions, entangling himself with dangerous individuals who would stop at nothing to protect their interests. The plot thickened, and theories emerged suggesting that Warwick's fall had been orchestrated as a warning. But who had orchestrated it, and why? The investigation took on a life of its own, as private detectives were hired to navigate the labyrinth of Warwick's business connections. Every lead seemed to lead to another dead end, and the puzzle only grew more perplexing. It became apparent that Warwick's disappearance was far from a simple accident. Then, one morning, as the sun began to cast its first rays over the tranquil Caribbean waters, a humble fisherman set out on his daily routine. Casting his nets into the deep blue, he hoped for a bountiful catch. Little did he know that the sea would unveil its darkest secret. As the fisherman hauled in his nets, his eyes widened in disbelief. Among the shimmering scales of the fish, something unusual emerged. It was a body, floating lifelessly. Shocked, the fisherman immediately contacted the Coast Guard, who swiftly arrived on the scene. The body, badly decomposed and unrecognizable, held a few remnants of Warwick's identity, a wallet and a watch. Warwick's family was devastated by the news, but relieved to finally have closure. They traveled to the Caribbean, where they were confronted with the harsh reality of bidding their farewells to their beloved Warwick. The autopsy report only added to the enigma surrounding Warwick's death. Inconclusive, it provided no definitive answers as to the cause of his demise. No signs of trauma were detected, and the prolonged exposure to water made it impossible to find any traces of drugs or poison. Warwick's family refused to accept that it was a mere accident. With their determination unyielding, they pressed on, employing the finest investigators money could buy. The web of Warwick's illicit dealings unraveled further, exposing a network of corruption and deceit. It became increasingly evident that his enemies had orchestrated his fall, cleverly covering their tracks. Among the emerging theories, one held particular intrigue, a meticulously planned revenge plot. It was believed that Warwick had unknowingly crossed paths with a cunning adversary, someone who meticulously orchestrated his disappearance to settle a deep-seated grudge. The investigators uncovered a trail of cryptic messages and hidden clues left behind by Warwick's enemies. These breadcrumbs hinted at a larger conspiracy, pointing towards a secret organization operating in the shadows. Warwick had inadvertently stumbled upon their activities, unknowingly becoming a threat to their operations. As the investigation deepened, it became apparent that Warwick's fall overboard was not a random act. It was meticulously orchestrated to erase any evidence of his true fate. The perpetrator had carefully disguised themselves, blending seamlessly with the crowd, making it virtually impossible to identify them. The search for answers took the investigators across continents, piecing together fragments of information like an intricate puzzle. They delved into the underbelly of the criminal world, facing dangerous encounters and uncovering shocking revelations. Meanwhile, Warwick's family, fueled by their unwavering love and determination, embarked on their own quest for justice. They dug deeper into Warwick's business dealings, connecting the dots between shady transactions and powerful individuals with a vested interest in his silence. Amidst their pursuit, they encountered unexpected allies, undercover agents with their own personal vendettas against the clandestine organization. Together, they formed an alliance, combining their skills and resources to expose the truth and bring Warwick's enemies to justice. As the investigation reached its climax, the tangled web of deceit began to unravel. Betrayals were revealed, alliances were shattered, and the true orchestrator of Warwick's demise emerged from the shadows. It was someone he had trusted implicitly, someone who had wormed their way into his inner circle, biding their time to strike with lethal precision. In a thrilling climax, the truth was finally exposed. Warwick's family confronted the mastermind behind his disappearance, unmasking their true identity and unraveling the twisted motivations that fueled their actions. The stage was set for a high-stakes showdown where justice would prevail and the power dynamics would shift forever. In the end, Warwick's legacy became a symbol of resilience and the unwavering pursuit of truth. His family, armed with the revelations they had unearthed, became a force to be reckoned with. They vowed to ensure that no one else would suffer the same fate as Warwick, dedicating themselves to dismantling the hidden organization and bringing its members to justice. The story of Warwick Tollemache's mysterious disappearance and the subsequent investigation gripped the world, becoming a cautionary tale of the lengths people would go to protect their secrets. It served as a stark reminder that even amidst luxury and privilege, danger lurked in the shadows, waiting to strike when least expected. And so, as the sun set on Warwick's final chapter, his family continued their crusade for truth, exposing the hidden underbelly of power and corruption. Their relentless pursuit transformed their lives, igniting a flame that would never be extinguished, an enduring symbol of resilience, justice, and the unbreakable bonds of family.